as I've just said, to say that Ikram Butt hasn't played, trained with the Featherstone Rovers team this season. He's doing well, so it's Gary Price through the gap. Gary Price hits to Crispin. Oh, Crispin makes it look oh so easy to plant the ball between the posts. Featherstone Rovers 4, Bramley 0. Play the ball there by Leo Casey. That's good play by Leo Casey. Timmy Sharp there to Terry Manny there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt is flying for that corner. And what a start by Ikram Butt in the blue and white for Featherstone Rovers. Planting that ball down, but for me, the try came because Leo Casey played the ball quick, and that's what the game's all about. Being tackled just short of that Bramley 25-yard line, gets up, plays the ball. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey running it in hard. Leo Casey's beautiful ball there to Trevor Clark. Oh, that was absolutely magic stuff, that. You won't see a better try all the season from that. Marvellous try, that. Leo Casey there just took the defence there. Trevor Clark from acting half back there to Derek Fox there to Jeff Gregson there to Leo Casey there, good ball there to Tim Sharp there to Paul Newell, and that was marvellous passing on the Featherstone trial, on the Featherstone three-quarters and forwards there, multiplying in numbers. Jeff Gregson, Leo Casey. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox, that little dummy, Derek Fox through the tackle, Derek Fox through the tackle, got Gary Price here, Gary Price back inside there to Derek Fox once again, Derek Fox there, pushing tackle off there to Paul Newell there to Timmy Sharp makes it look oh so easy for Featherstone Rovers. Marvellous try for Featherstone Rovers, the crowd really standing up to that. Derek Fox down the middle of the park, Gary Price backing him up there like a gut second row those forwards should do. Drove the men back inside to Derek Fox. Derek Fox just shrugged the tackler off there like a little, get out of my way, he says, little lad. Got the ball out there to Tim Sharp, and Tim Sharp there using Paul Hughes as a foil there, dummy him twice. Good accountant is John. They're going to be shorter one, so it's Leo Casey down the middle. Leo Casey on the chart, and look at this pace on Leo Casey for the front row. Oh, he's got it pass out there to Paul Hughes. That's good play back, and Paul Hughes to Derek Fox, and Derek Fox there to Paul Newell, and Paul Newell, oh, marvellous try. And Leo Casey has had a blind this afternoon. He scored, he set 3 tries up, that try there. Beautiful play that by Leo Casey there, running through the centres there, taking the full-back on, good backing up that by Derek Fox, and Derek Fox there. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox now there to Tim Sharp back inside there to Chris Bibb there, dancing and weaving there to Gary Price there, back inside there to Chris Bibb trying to open his legs, Chris Bibb there to Ikram Butt with that corner flag, Ikram Butt back inside there to Chris Bibb. Has he scored the try? Yes, he has. Asquith there, the referee, gives the try there to Chris Bibb, and rightly so, he just got that ball over the try line. Marvellous interpassing, that quick penalty there to Derek Fox, to Jeff Gregson there to Gary Price. So it's Ian Smells with the ball now there to Terry Manning, back there to Ian Smells, but that's beautiful tackling that by number 4 there, Greg Austin, plays the ball back to Terry Manning with the ball now there to Chris Bibb trying to go round, Chris Bibb still going, marvellous play by Chris Bibb there, marvellous try to Alan Banks, Chris Bibb there making that, ghosting through the tackles there. And Alan Banks putting that ball over that OKR try line. Featherstone Rovers 4, OKR 3. And so it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there, having to go solo. Featherstone Rovers just losing themselves in that moment, that time. That's Gary Price there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey going in for his first try in the Rovers. Scores the try for Leo Casey. Leo Casey was a try scorer. As soon as he got hold of that ball, he knew he was going to score that try, and just pushed 2 tacklers out of the way there to register his first try for Featherstone Rovers in the blue and white. He did score again Fulham, but that was just a friendly. Pressure now on this OKR defence. Minutes to go before our time. Did he foster the ball now there to Brendan Toolter? He went for that try line there, did Brendan Toolter. I'm sure he wanted to earn his debut, so the ball back now to Ian Smells. Ian Smells, that little kick over, it's all on. And it's a try there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. The OKR defence just stood and watched Ian Smells kick that ball over. And I think it was Terry Manning. Terry Manning there just caught the ball there and planted the ball over the try line. And 4 man of the match up to press here for Featherstone Rovers. in his first match in the blue and white. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Trevor Clark. To Ian Smales now to Paul Newell. Paul Newell there taking Graham Allison. Paul Newell flying up this way. Paul Newell going for that corner flag. Paul Newell scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Unbelievable try by Paul Newell. Absolutely brought this house down to its knees. They stood on their feet here. Absolutely magic try that by Paul Newell. Back Tim Sharp with the ball there. Tim Sharp there to Alan Banks. Alan Banks there being tackled about 2 yards inside that OKR 25-yard line. Terry Manning going from acting half at now. Terry Manning taking this defence on. Terry Manning scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. And isn't this game going one way, then going the other? Terry Manning there just bust 3 would-be OKR tacklers out of the way, saying, get out of the way, I want my name on that score sheet yet again. Terry Manning's second try of the match. Featherstone Rovers 22, OKR 19. In the stand is making me that way. Paul Newell there to Alan Banks. Alan Banks there, that little dummy. Alan Banks still going. Marvellous run that by Alan Banks. Good ball there by Paul Newell. So the ball's out there to Paul Newell there to Alan Banks there to Brendan Toulter there to here. Chris Bibb goes to that try. Chris Bibb scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Oh, that was absolutely magic ball there by Brendan Toulter. Unbelievable scenes here at Post Office Road. Okay, round his shirt collar he says so. Number 12 there, Gary Price running it in. So Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Brendan Toulter. Back inside there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey going for that try line. Oh, beautiful pass to Brendan Toulter. What a try that to Featherstone Rovers. Brendan Toulter and Leo Casey there. Paul Daniels wants to come down to Featherstone Rovers and watch the ball magic by these two forwards. Unbelievable stuff there. And that's one for the book. So Featherstone Rovers there getting that ball for the scum. So Ian Smales through the gap. Ian Smales going all the way. Ian Smales there. What a try by Ian Smales. Get in, Ian. Oh, and where was Jonathan Davis that time? And he's still crouched down. Jonathan Davis there just couldn't get anywhere. He's losing that ball on his own 25 line. Now it's Ian Smales with the ball, but Featherstone Rovers yet to get re-looks. Back inside there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey going for that try line, making the direct run. Getting that ball up there now to Terry Manning there to Jeff Creation. Jeff Creation there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there to Paul Newell. Paul Newell there to Alan Banks. Has he allowed the try? Has he? He has allowed the try. Well done, Paul Crashley. Widnes 25, Featherstone Rovers 12. Roger Simpson there hanging on for his dear life, makes the tackle. So that's a number 5. For a try under the post. Marvellous pass there by Leo Casey. Once again, how he got that ball out in that tackle, there's only Leo Casey will tell you. But Terry Manning there, what was he doing in the... Got force from Bradford Norton, gets up, plays the ball. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey there just couldn't get that ball up there for Derek Fox, but Chris Bibb wrapping it up there to Paul Newell. Paul Newell there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning coming back inside, back there to Paul Newell. Paul Newell going for that pole. Paul Newell still struggling there to Derek Fox. Marvellous try to Featherstone Rovers. Derek Fox there getting that pass there from Paul Newell. Paul Newell there to Terry Manning back inside there to... And Brian Noble there, once again not letting go in the tackle. Now it's Gary Rhodes going. Gary Rhodes after 3 tackles. Gary Rhodes back inside there to Trevor Clark. Scores the try. Absolutely magic stuff that by Gary Rhodes. But not forgetting Chris Burton who sculpted that ball up to create the space. Brian Noble seemed to have... It's Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Chris Burton. Chris Burton. That drive towards them. That Bradford Northern try line. Held up in the tackle. So it's Toulter, that's good tackling that by Carl Fairbank. So it's Trevor Clark with the ball there, back inside there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey going for that try. Leo Casey. Well, what a bulldozing try that by Leo Casey. He just got hold of the ball. He says, get out of my way. I'm going to put that ball between them posts. And Leo Casey goes in for his...
All that good work's gone down now. Give Featherstone the ball back.
Leo Casey. Tackled by Jeff Hardy. Leo Casey getting up slowly, looks to be injured. Ankle injury perhaps. Chris Burton coming hard and straight. Clark. Leo Casey on the good run with Sharp, supporting Sharp, going, looking for support into the forward pass there, but it goes out to Butt. And a super Featherstone try there with Martin Pearson supporting. The crowd not too happy about that, as hint of a forward pass there. And another set piece move from Featherstone. A wall, a dummy run round, and Ikram Buck comes in off the blind side. Clever little move to gain 10 yards, and Clark to Burton. Good attack by Featherstone. Good drive by Smales, and he's over. Very slack defence by Castleford. Excellent try by Smale. Clark to Fox. Gary Rose flicking the ball in. Fox again. Dummies, short ball to Burton. Fox again, darting and dodging, and through he goes. Right under the sticks, just what Featherstone needed.
Russell, so it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there to Chris Burton. That's good running by the Rovers, number 8. Well, good tackling that by Sonny Nichols straight round the ball later. Now it's Leo Casey. Tackled just about 10 yards short of that Sheffield Eagles try line. Trevor Clark with the ball now, back inside there to Ikram Butt there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox trying to push players out of the way. Who scored the try to Featherstone Rovers? Paul Newell scores the try for Featherstone. So it's Tim Sharp with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox, that long ball out there to Martin Pearce. Martin Pearce there to Trevor Clark. Trevor Clark there looking for his wingman. That's good play that by Martin Pearson and Trevor Clark. So it's Tim Sharp there, that big kick, and Paul Newell after that ball. Paul Newell's going to bet this ball is. Paul Newell scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Something once again out of nothing. This is good play by Featherstone Rovers, so near yet so far. Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there to Jeff Grace, back there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there going in the box. Derek Fox scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. And what more can you say to this Featherstone team playing in red and white this afternoon? Absolutely magic play that by Derek Fox. He saw the gap. He passed the ball there to Jeff Grace. Ball back there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there trying to open his legs up. But that's good Leeds tackling, good regrouping by Leeds. Ikram Butt with the ball now. Ikram Butt tackled so near yet so far, slipped down before he got to the line. So Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there to number 13, Brendan Toter scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. And Leeds forwards there gradually bringing this ball away from their own try line. Who's lost the ball in the tackle? Who's got the ball? It must be a knock on. Yes, it's all out to the Rovers. Martin Pearce with the ball. Martin Pearce going with that corner flag. Martin Pearce to Alan Bass scores the try. Alan Bass scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. And that was magical stuff by Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson, the referee, said that was a 6th tackle. Well, unbelievable scenes here at Henley, but full marks to Martin Pearson. He played the ball quickly, shot up that left-hand side, and now one has to ask, how did he get that pass out? And look where he's kicking this, but nothing will put Martin off. He'll take his time, he strikes the ball. Has he got the direction? Has he? Oh! What a goal! Oh, give him the... Number 11 there, Ian Gormley making the tackle, so Derek Fox, that long ball out there to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson out to Hirschfeld. Hirschfeld saw the gap. Hirschfeld's on a run here up there. Passes inside to Paul Hughes, and Paul Hughes just couldn't get that ball out there to Ikram Butt. Marvellous play that by Ismails, breaking the defence, but marvellous pass by Martin Pearson. Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb there ghosting through to Terry Manning. Terry Manning going for that try line. Back inside there. This has got to be a try for Featherstone. Rovers scores the try. Just about 5 yards inside that Rochdale Lawrence 25-yard line. Now it's Trevor Clark from acting up at that. Trevor Clark there to Leo Casey. And Featherstone Rovers at the moment playing without a fullback. Chris Bibb still in the line out. So it's Trevor Clark trying to Trying to gain more inches towards that Rochdale Hornets try line. Now Derek Fox with the ball now there to Jeff Creation. Jeff Creation there getting that ball up there. Can he get that ball out in the tackle? No, Rochdale get no, it's all on now. That's the 6th last tackle. Here's Smales. Here's Smales. Makes it look oh so easy. Okay, with the ball there, out of tackles. Getting that ball away there to Tim Sharp there, back there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox, that little shimmy. Derek Fox there all the way there to Ismail. Ismail scores the try. Well, from that, penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers. Another 10-yard from out. Oh, there's Gatt out here. Here, Fisher going for the try. Andy Fisher scores the try. Oh, it was all so easy. They're sticking to the tackle, making the tackle there on Ian Smales. Now it's Terry Manning. Terry Manning saw the gap. Terry Manning flying for that corner. Terry Manning taking Colin Whitfield on. Terry Manning still looking for support there to Paul Hughes. Marvellous running that by Terry Manning. Saw the gap, shot through it. And Brendan Toto! Get it over the line, Brendan. What a charge that by Brendan. He must have pushed two Featherstone Rovers players out of the way there for that. What they call the sculpt try. He scored one at Leeds last week, and he's done it again this week. That's the double for Brendan Toto. Another try to be. Oh, Trevor Clark now from that half out now to Derek Fox now to Chris Pibb there, Chris Pibb goes through the gap, Chris Pibb on the flyer here, Chris Pibb, and Colin Whitfield there going head high, but it's all on, Chris Pibb still going, so here's Smales for his hat-trick, here's Smales scores the hat-trick. So Derek Fox now, Derek Fox there, that's a good try to Featherstone Rovers. Jeff Creation I think it was who scored the try. On it, getting them outstretched arms to tackle Chris Pibb, spotting the danger. Now it's Brendan Toto there to Terry Manning inside, Terry Manning still going there. Number 12, Gary Rose scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Gary Rose there, I was pushing him over that line that time, I could see where he was going. So that's the first tackle. We'll run these tackles down, see if OKR make a handling mistake. Oh, and they have made an handling mistake. And Brendan Toto over that try line. A long ball out here to Ismail. Scores the try in the corner. So that's an handling mistake by OKR, and Ian Smales there capitalising on.
It was dangerous, but it might have opened them up. Here's Tutar. He's a good runner with the ball. And Fox threw it away, but it was picked up again by Manning. Terry Manning gets his ball into Chris Bibb, and Bibb sets off. This is better from Featherstone, but still trying to manufacture an opening somewhere along the line. Ian Smales slips the ball out this time, and Owen Simpson gets his first try in Featherstone colours at a very good time for his side.
Chris Bibb in the line, a bit of space from Manning. Garrett making the tackle wide out. Smales. Good break by Ian Smales. Now he's got support to his left. He's kicked ahead. It's a straight run between Smales and Edwards, and Smales has won the chase. And Featherstone Rovers take a shot lead. Ian Smales, who much prefers to play in the Featherstone pack, pressed into their problem position at standoff half and coming out with a try that Gary Schofield would have been proud of. Derek Fox finding Smales, and that little jig made the break, but the kick was beautifully judged. It was the knee. Well, we're seeing everything this week in rugby league. Bit of head, bit of knee, both successful.
So Jeff Creation with the ball now there to Gary Rose, that long ball out there So it's Ian Smails coming down the middle, Ian Smails on the run now, to Ikram Butt out attack, Ikram Butt still going there to Martin Pearson flying for that corner back, Martin Pearson in the corner for a try. Get there, after one tackle, after two tackles, bobbing that ball up there for Terry Manning. That tackle looked a bit hard, but Terry Manning there to Martin Pearson coming inside there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt scores the try. Oh, that must be the match winner. Ikram Butt in the corner. Who set it up? Haircuts. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Leo Casey there. Back to Clarieta there to Martin Pearson. Marvellous pass there to Martin Pearson from Clarieta. Martin Pearson with the ball. Martin Pearson taking the ball. Marvellous try that to Martin Pearson. He'd Ikram Butt inside him, but he had the confidence there to take Pat Traynor on there to put that ball over that Barra try line. Featherstone Rovers 4. Barra Brendan Touch with the ball now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there trying to go between two blue and white shirts there, but number 12 there, Stuart Rhodes making the tackle. Now it's Derek Fox with the ball back inside there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning through the gap. Terry Manning taking Pat Traynor. Terry Manning all the way for a try. Magic run that by Terry Manning. Saw the gap in the old defence there and stormed in the Barra defence there and just cut through him there like a knife going through a pound of best butter there. Backing up as usual, Pat Traynor, and Pat Traynor's missing that ball. Who's got it there? Featherstone Rovers possession. That's good play that by Terry Manning, getting that ball now there to Clarieta there. Trying to throw the short pass away. Clarieta has he scored the try. Clarieta scores his debut try for Featherstone Rovers. Tackle that by Nigel Simpson. So Tim Sharp with the ball now there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there looking for supporters inside him. Back inside there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt there taking Pat Traynor on. Ikram Butt there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there going all the way. Derek Fox makes it look all so easy. Scores the try under the post. To number 6, Tim Sharp it again now to Leo Casey there. Back there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there trying to run through Pat Traynor, but Pat Traynor brings the perfect tackle off, stopping man and ball. So it's Tim Sharp with the ball now. Tim Sharp, that long ball out there now to Clarieta going in for his second try. And what's Clarieta doing on the left wing? I'll tell you what he's doing. He's scoring his second try of the match. Barrowmill. And Leo Casey there tapping the ball to himself, rightly so. Getting that ball up there for Alan Bax. And oh, didn't Leo Casey make that look easy. Pat Traynor there stopped Leo Casey. Terry Manning with the ball now. Terry Manning getting that ball there to Ikram Butt there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Tim Sharp. Back inside there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there trying to come down. Gary Rose through the middle. Gary Rose got Ikram Butt on his shoulder. Ikram Butt with the ball. There'll be no stopping Ikram Butt this time. He's showing a clean pair of heels. He's going towards that try line. Has he scored the try? He scores the try, does Ikram Butt this time. Featherstone Rovers 36. Oh, Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there. That long ball out there to Terry Manning and Alan Bax, I should say. And Alan Bax makes it look all so easy. But Derek Fox there. Crafty move that by Derek Fox that time. Throwing a beautiful pass in half back. Mark Gibbon now there. Tim Sharp there to Jeff Creation. Jeff Creation there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning through the gap. Terry Manning taking on. Terry Manning looking for runners now to Ikram Butt. And Ikram Butt going on a pose here to put the ball over that Barra try line to make it look all so easy. So Clarieta having to come back onto the field. So Jeff Creation with the ball now there to Mark Gibbon. Mark Gibbon there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning through the gap. Terry Manning going towards the post. Terry Manning still going. Getting that ball up there for Tim Sharp. Tim Sharp scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. St Helens 25-yard line. Oh, first touch of the ball there for Clarieta. Gets up, plays the ball. Trevor Clark to Derek Fox there to Jeff Creation. Jeff Creation back inside there to Ismail. Ian Smales will be a strike scorer. No stopping Ian Smales. What a marvellous try that. And that try created by Derek. So Brendan Tota with the ball now. Brendan Tota taking it on. Brendan Tota there being tackled about 15 yards short as that St Helens try line. But how many times have we said that in the second half? Tim Sharp with the ball now there to Chris Pibb there, pushing one man, pushing two men off. Chris Pibb there, trying to go through that. Chris Pibb! Oh, did he make it look easy? Oh, that must be one of the tries of the season. That was pace all the way, and didn't he make it look all so easy? Just shrugged two St Helens would-be tackle. The ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Clarieta, but Clarieta being wrapped up. Oh, Brendan Tota there, taking him on down this blind hand side, getting that ball there for Martin Pearson. And Martin Pearson scores the try. Ian Smells and Chris Pibb, Derek Fox. Now it's Trevor Clark with the ball now. Derek Fox, that little jinking kick. Marvellous kick that by Derek Fox. Oh, and Paul Newell of this. It's in his knee. Paul Newell scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Well, everybody thought that Derek Fox was kicking towards his touchline side. But what nobody saw, which I saw up here in the gantry, it held Paul Newell there to hang back. And I could see Paul Newell there just behind Derek there. John Glancy, Adrian Shelfer with the ball now there. This looks dangerous here if Mark Conway can get this ball away. Oh, that's good play, that. Terry Manning with the ball. Terry Manning there to Trevor Clark. Trevor Clark there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt scores the try. It's out to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there trying to bulk charges way over that try line. And Tracy Lazenby hurting the process there, stopping him. So Derek Fox there, that ball out there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson scores what must be the match-winning try. Oh. So Derek Fox with the ball now there now to Clarieti. Clarieti bounces one man off. That's good running by Clarieti. We're still on the halfway line. That's the first tackle. So Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox now there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there looking for the runners. Brendan Total there. Brendan Total on a flyer. Brendan Total to Ikram Butt inside. Brendan Total there to Ikram Butt. Oh, what a fine start by Featherstone Road. Masterminded by Derek Fox and Ian Smales, putting Brendan Total to throw the gap. And Brendan Total there looking for his wingman there, Ikram Butt, and Ikram Butt come inside him. Brendan Total drawing the fullback there, Chris Perry, and throwing a beautiful pass out there for Ikram Butt there to go run unopposed to put the ball self. Last ditch tackle there by Chris Perry. Now it's Clarieti with the ball. Clarieti there showing some mobility there coming through. That's good play that by Clarieti. Getting through a tremendous tackling stint in this first 20 minutes of the game. Now it's Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Paul Newell there. Paul Newell there now to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there. Ian Smales to Ikram Butt going in for his second try. And once again, Chris Burton, Paul Newell, Ian Smales once again. Derek Fox there now there to Trevor Clark. Trevor Clark there bounding up to that try line. Another try for Featherstone Rovers. Derek Fox with the ball. Can he get the ball down? No, tackle just short. So Trevor Clark now there to Ian Smales, scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. That's the difference between the teams. Featherstone Rovers hungry for the ball. Ian Smales there build up to the first two tries, and this time scores it. Chris Burton there on Mike Ford. Now it's Brett Clark. Brett Clark's turn to kick towards this touchline side. The ball rolling on, and Chris Bibb coming across there. Makes the catching just inside of that touchline side. Chris Bibb there trying to go down the middle. Chris Bibb there on the runner. Chris Bibb there trying to go slow there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there trying to get that ball out there to Ikram Butt. That's good play by Featherstone Rovers that time. Now it's Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there to Paul Newell. Paul Newell skating in for Rovers' first try. To throw this ball out there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox halfway through the gap. So it's Trevor Clark now there from acting halfback there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there now to Brendan Total. Brendan Total, that little dummy. Brendan Total down. Brendan Total going for that corner flag. Brendan Total cutting back inside. Brendan Total still going. This is a good try. Once again to Paul Newell between the posts. Brendan Total there meant the break. Struck 2 or 3 would-be tatters off there on a 40-yard dash. And all he had to do there was pop that ball up and it was on his shoulder. Paul Newell, the scorer, Featherstone Rovers' first try to the Oldham 25-yard line. Gary Rose there going from acting halfback. Gary Rose running it in. So we're in the Oldham quarter of the field now. Derek Fox with the ball now there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose there, that long ball out there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson flying for that corner. Has he scored the try? He scored the try, Owen Simpson. But finally brought down there by Andy Ruane, the Oldham number 9. So Brendan Total with the ball now there to Clarieti. Clarieti throw the gap. Clarieti throw the gap. Clarieti turning back inside it. Clarieti, Andy Fisher. Andy Fisher it was. Good play that by Andy Fisher. Now Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there now. To Terry Manning. Terry Manning there. That's good tackling that by Norman Francis, but Terry Manning still getting up to play the ball there. Back inside there to Owen Simpson there to Paul Newell. Paul Newell there to Owen Simpson, fly for the corner, scores the try! Owen Simpson in the corner for the try! He's just short of that Rochdale try. I'm sure if Rovers just could get a try in this first, just before half time. I just think they deserve to be in the front. Oh, that's a try! That's a try to Rovers. Terry Mann running by the Rovers. Now it's Gary Rose. Gary Rose there trying to find his way through this Rochdale defence, but there's no room up the middle. They must throw this ball out wide. Brendan Toter there switching direction, getting that ball out wide there to Porniola. Porniola there trying to get the ball back inside there. This is a good play to Brendan Toter there to Porniola. Oh, what a delightful try. Brendan Toter in the moment twice there. Well, I'd like to see the replay. Kick through, and the Rochdale man having to kick the ball into touch. Oh, Brendan Toter getting that ball from the base of the scrum. Oh, Brendan Toter there nearly scoring a solo try. Gets up, plays the ball, quick play the ball. Who's that with the ball? I just can't see, but I think it's Clarice who scored the try. I think I'm right. I think it's Clarice who scored the try. Porniola there making the tackle. And once again, Porniola making the tackle. It isn't Porniola this time, it's Ian Smales. Oh, and Rochdale have dropped the ball. That's a good tackle. The Porniola with the ball to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson there, he scores the try in the corner. Owen Simpson made light work. Tackle about 10 yards short of that. Then Rochdale on its posts. So it's Featherstone Rovers now. Derek Fox, that long ball out there. Oh, that's good tackling, that. Oh, and that's a try! Marvellous try to Featherstone Rovers. Trevor Clark there. Back in the Toter, Brendan Toter, that long ball out wide there to Porniola. Porniola looking for support inside him. Porniola still going. That's good running by Porniola once again. Getting plenty of the ball in this first quarter of the game. Now it's Brendan Toter with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox here changing that. Derek Fox, that little kick through. And Terry Mann, it's a try to Rovers. Marvellous try to Featherstone Rovers. Ball back to Derek Fox, but that's good tackling that by Big John Allison. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smale. Back to Derek Fox to Pornell. Pornell through the gap. Pornell inside. Pornell there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Oh, that was magical once again. That minute, Jeff Drake with the ball now there. Jeff Drake there to Owen Simpson. But Owen Simpson that time followed all the way. So it's Gary Rose. Gary Rose will drive this ball towards that line. Gary Rose tackle inches short. That's good tackling that by Big John Harrison. Now who's got the ball now? Ian Smales. Ooh, Ian Smales inches short. He's given the try. Ian Smales scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. So Derek Fox planted that ball into touch. So we're on that St Helens 25-yard line. So it's Derek Fox there to Gary Rose. Gary Rose taking that ball 10 yards nearer than St Helens posts. So it's Gary. So it's Brendan Toter with the ball. Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter getting that ball up there to Gary, to Clarice. Clarice. Oh yes! What a fantastic try that. Oh, that Porniola. Going nowhere. Too many St Helens players in the way for him that time. So Derek Fox, that long ball out there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales here, cutting back. Ian Smales on the flyer. Ian Smales taking the ball there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox looking for support, having to turn back inside. Getting that ball to Ikram Butt, it's all right. It's play on to Porniola. Porniola there looking for us outside him. Ball but back inside there to Clarice, but that's good play. Ian Smales making the break, way deep inside his own half of the field. Good backing up that by Derek Fox and Porniola. Now it's Terry Mann, he's going all the way. He scores the try. Trevor Clark. First half hat-trick. No, it's Terry Manning this time. Terry Manning scores the try. So it's Mark Gibbon now there to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter will take the tackle. Running it in, gets the ball away in the tackle there to Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt there tackled well inside that Warrington 25-yard line. It'll be Mark Gibbon now from Acton half back now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Jeff Grayson to Derek Fox. Derek Fox now there to Tim Sharp. Tim Sharp now to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson there taking Desi Drummond on. Owen Simpson going for that corner flag. And tackle inches short of that try line. Has he give the try? He's give the try. That was a marvellous try. That's Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson there taking Desi Drummond on there on the outside. And Owen Simpson really showing his paces there to the ex-Great Britain player and planting the ball in the corner. Marvellous try, that's Owen. So it's Andrew Owen there, time to get Number 13 on a run there. And Featherstone got the ball, and Marty Pearson going for that try line, scores the try! Oh, that was a shocking mistake there by number... The tackle, so Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there now to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter back inside. Back there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter going for the try line. Tackle inches short. That's marvellous play that by Featherstone Rovers. So Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox a little dummy. Oh, did he make that look so easy? Derek Fox. Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter tackle just short of that Oldham 25-yard line. So it's Featherstone Rovers now. Jeff Grayson with the ball. Jeff Grayson back inside there to Chris Byrne. Chris Byrne, it's all on there now to Chris Byrne there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning flying for that corner. Oh, Simpson scores the perfect try in the corner. Oh, Owen Simpson. What a capture he's been from Keighley. £50,000 for a flying wingman like Owen Simpson. We've had him give. And that's all I can say because the try. And Oldham once again laying on at the tackle. Now it's Trevor Clark back inside there to Brendan Toulter. Getting that ball back there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there going for that try line. He scored the try! Terry Manning, how he whittled and jiddled and whittled his way over that line. It was just like a snake. Unbelievable there by Terry Manning. His upper body strength here, he just bounced off one player onto another until they bounced him over the try line. Another try to Featherstone Rovers, a try to Terry. The final last tackle. Just looking at the timekeeper, just looking at the... So Brett Clark there trying to throw that ball out wide. Oh, that's a mistake, and Terry Manning! Oh, the man of the match! And that's how much he likes. He just saw the interception. Picked the ball up and the Rovers man of
Missed in their chance. Straightening up is Gary Rose. Well, that really wasn't at all like Peter Tunks, but here come Featherstone, Itty along the line. It's New Love now. He's got Simpson alongside him, but the tackle strong from Maiko. Tuta just holding on, but it might have kidded the opposition, and Newlove is going to get in at the corner. Paul Newlove's there. Down to sheer strength from the centre. He really shouldn't have been allowed to squeeze through that little gap in the needle, though.
Well, all this resulted in a mistake on behalf of Sheffield earlier on. A mistimed pass then, really, but Tutu about that. And as Derek Fox is a master of art at his own ground and knowing where to put it. And we did say, first of all, notice Mark Aston, the long trajectory kicks into touch, finding it all the time. Derek Fox doesn't quite know how to put them up at the moment.
Tuta's got Manning going, and Newlove. Surely a try for Owen Simpson. He keeps up his record. 6 in 6 matches now for the wingman. And he's struck yet again for Featherstone.
Well, Newlove and Darryl Powell have had a bit of a go at each other all afternoon, but it's the loose forward who actually makes the half break. But look how Newlove runs now. Again, Nelson can't hold him. A well-timed pass out to Simpson, getting rid of the ball, which is his biggest asset.
The two biggest men on the field. Here's a chance and a break, and Terry Manning. Is Manning going in? Oh, he's got a lovely ball away for Derek Fox. Manning couldn't do it himself, but he simply said to Derek Fox, go on, you have it, you take the glory, and he did.
Well, you have to have a belief in yourself. Derek Fox was the first one to pass that ball out then. Now just watch this now. When the ball does get to Manning, he makes the break first on the outside of the man, comes back inside, and who's to pick it back up off him? Derek Fox.
On the attack very much here, Fox. Newlove has to go round in circles to try and find a gap somewhere else. On the last tackle this time. Sheffield have held out doggedly on this one. But Fox, oh, clever little kick through. Well, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And Owen Simpson's got his second of the afternoon. No, it's Trevor Clark. It's Trevor Clark over there. Fox absolutely kidded everybody in the ground.
Well, we've seen play in this game of the highest quality, and it doesn't come better than that. He ran one way, kicked it back the other for Trevor.
But to Fox, Tuta along the line, Manning, and nicely done again. Tuta in harness with him, and Pearson has linked up well here too. And this will be the last tackle. And They will certainly look to Fox as he kicks through again, and they might get another try from this. They have done. This is astonishing. It's Ian Smales' turn to pick up the ball and cross the Sheffield line. Sheffield absolutely disconsolate, and they are being unhinged here by the kicking ability of Derek Fox.
Well, the delay we had for the injury, but yet again it's this man Fox. Look how he kicks. He runs one way, kicks the other way. The defence caught out completely, but Smales obviously has a work plan because he picks it up. He
Again, acting half-back. E.T. They're forcing and funneling Rovers down the middle of the park. And Sheffield obviously feel that they're up to it. Now there's a chance though, and I think Rovers are over. Here they are. Tim Sharp, the fullback, moving up to join the line. It's only his third try of the season, but he's given the Rovers hope.
Well, the long ball out wide is something I've been calling for a while. Brendan Tuta threw it in. It was pretty high. I don't think it was intended for Sharp, but he came flying through. That created the gap, and it's just what they needed. Quick play the ball. There you see the Kiwi international Tuta sending it over, and he came through, did Sharp. Good try, Greg.
Kick ahead, well picked up. Ball out to this near side, Pearson, and Pearson's over for Rovers!
And that was a nasty little piece at the end. That really wasn't called for. Pearson scored the try. It was a wonderful play by Brendan Tuta. The little kick over, the regather, and the long ball out wide split the Sheffield defence. And look at the claret that's flowing out of the poor lad's head. A nasty collision right at the end. Here you see this wonderful play here by Tuta. Regathered, there's no one at home, there was no sweeper for Sheffield. Long ball out, the young winger Pearson skipped away. That really was a nasty clash at the end. Greg, good play by the Kiwi international.
It was, as I said before, Brendan Tuta's that sort of player that can stamp himself on the game.
It certainly was. It was a neat kick over by Ontar. Greg Murphy couldn't get it, but Hull paid the price. They had no one at home. The fullback, Richard Gay, had moved up into the attacking position. And really, that was a bad mistake, but full credit to Featherstone. Now there you see. Now where's the fullback? They took the attack, and the guy is striding out.
Full speed. Now it's with Clark. That's a good ball to Pearson. Good ball out to this near side and well picked up by Fisher. And what a good tackle from Richard Gay, the fullback. That's how short Featherstone are from the Hull line. Oh, great stuff. Fox is in over the posts. And just as they started the first half, Featherstone have come out in the second and have pushed Hull back and have scored a try in the opening couple of minutes. Derek Fox with his 8th try of the season.
Wonderful play here by Featherstone, and full credit to them. Larry Itty keeping the ball alive.
Can he follow his way over? This time, manning the dummy-half. Fox again. Still Derek Fox. Still Fox. Oh, that's persistence for you. And Derek Fox deserves that, his second of the night. I told you he wouldn't give up. Playing
captain's role as ever, a former Great Britain international. Try number 9 of the season, his second of the night.
A man who doesn't know what a white flag means.
Keeping it going to the end, Featherstone, full credit to them. Trevor Clark. Like Eastwood, who's drifted over from the far side. Good support. Great support. And Ian Smales is over for a consolation effort for Featherstone. And I suppose if you have to point fingers, even late stage of the game that it might be, the whole defence then melted away. And Noel Cleal, watching from his eyrie here at the Boulevard, won't be happy with what he's going to see here.
And he certainly shouldn't be, because he saw 3 men there trying to go for one. And full credit to Smales. He's an amazing footballer. He started out at the loose forward position. Last 10 minutes he's been playing in the 5-8 position. A fully deserved try. He's worked hard all night. And as we mentioned earlier, Featherstone, it's been their defence, it's been up wide, but it was very, very good play there. You've got to hand it to Gary Price. He kept the ball alive. He supported well. And that really is a good try. Different angle.
Just seeing a little gap there in the Warrington defence, trying to pop that ball up. Warrington play there, intercepting the ball, knocking the ball on. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Brendan Tote. Brendan Tote getting that ball out there to Martin Pearson. Scores the try in the corner. That little shimmy there. Derek Fox ready to pick the ball up. Left it to Brendan Tote, and Brendan Tote there joined the wingman in the loose forward and throwing a peach of a pass out there. Time by number 8 Neil Harmon, so it's number 12 there, Gary Rose. Trying to battle his way up to that Warrington try line. Now it's Chris Burton's turn. That's good running that by Chris Burton. Brings play 5 yards short of that Warrington try line. Now it's Trevor Clark now there from Acton Harpat. Trevor Clark with the ball in. Oh, to Leo Casey. Scores the try. Oh, and what a comeback there by Leo Casey. He just said there to Trevor Clark, give me the ball, Trevor. I want to score on me comeback after all. So Derek Fox getting that ball there to Brendan Tote. Brendan Tote there to Terry Manning. Back ball there to Brendan Tote. Back inside there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson out of one tackle. That's a good start by Rovers. Brendan Tote there handling twice in that moment. Now it's Terry Manning with the ball. Scores the try. Oh, and there's no stopping Terry Manning in that position. Trevor Clark now there from Acton Harpat. Trevor Clark there now. That's good play, that to Derek Fox there to Andy Fisher. Andy Fisher cutting back inside. Andy Fisher taking this defence on. Andy Fisher, still going Andy Fisher. That's good play that by Andy Fisher. So Trevor Clark with the ball now. Trevor Clark there now to Brendan Tote. Brendan Tote taking this defence on. Brendan Tote getting that ball up there now. Oh, what a try to Featherstone Rovers. Andy Fisher there started the move off, and Andy Fisher finished the move off. Absolutely brilliant play by Featherstone Rovers coming from their own 25-yard area. That ball just about on his own try line. Once again, George Mann trying to get that ball away. This time that's a bad mistake. So Ikrimbo picking that ball over Rovers now there to Clarieti. Clarieti there trying to dump it to Martin Pearson. Scores the try in the corner. That's a good try to Featherstone Rovers there. St Helens losing that ball. George Mann trying to pass the ball there inside his own 25-yard line. The ball went to ground. Ikrimbo picked the ball up, passed the ball out. Ball back there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there. Ian Smales going for the try line. Oh, Ian Smales tackle inches short. So it's Gary Rose with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Clarieti. Clarieti getting that ball up there for Terry Manning. Terry Manning there to Martin Pearson. Martin Pearson there flying for that corner. Martin Pearson going in for the second try of the match. Scores the try. And that's no more than Featherstone Rovers deserved. Featherstone Rovers really putting the mark on this game, even though they're losing by 38 points to 8. But Jonathan Neal there making the tackle. So it's Leo Casey with the ball now. Leo Casey there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning pushing that ball through. It's all on Terry Manning after that ball. But Alan Hunt there driving on that ball, getting the ball there to Owen Simpson. Featherstone with the ball now there. That must be back to 1. So Featherstone Rovers really pushing this ball out wide. Ian Smales with the ball now. Ian Smales there, that's a delightful pass there to Andy Fisher between the posts. What a pass that by Ian Smales. They all thought they were going to give the big arm pass there, but he just the bad bounce of the ball there, bamboozling this Featherstone Rovers defence. So Gary Rose there gets out to 1 tackle, trying to bring it up to the halfway line, but Paul Groves making the tackle. So Derek Fox with the ball yet again there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there through the gap. Ian Smales there back inside there to Tim Sharp. Tim Sharp there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there going on the post there. Oh, he's going to put the ball between the try line. Oh, that was a marvellous try. That was good play. Ian Smales to Tim Sharp, and Tim Sharp just threw the full-back there, Phil Beavers, and planted that ball in Derek Fox's hands, and Derek Fox says thank you very much. Rovers on their own 25-yard line. Leo Case again, that ball up there to Terry Manning there, to Derek Fox, to Terry Manning now to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson there taking Alan Hunt on. Owen Simpson flying down that corner. That's good play, that to Terry Manning. Terry Manning going for the post. Terry Manning there taking Jordan Manning. Terry Manning still going. Terry Manning going. Oh, what a try to Terry Manning. Oh, that must be one of the best tries of the season, because that ball there went from Leo Casey to Derek Fox to Terry Manning to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson went round Alan Hunt there as if it was a lamppost, stood there, drew the fullback Phil Beavers, and was backing up Terry Manning inside him on the halfway line, and Terry Manning there just pushed George Mann off. That's just what George Mann does. Leo Casey there changes direction, beats one man. That's good running by the Rovers, number 10. Terry Manning with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox now there to Gary Rose, trying to reach the halfway line. That's good driving in by Gary Rose. A Featherstone Rovers second row forward. Paul Groves finally makes the tackle just about on the halfway line. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Clarieti. Clarieti sort of spotted the gap. Clarieti out to Clarieti, still going there, back inside there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Ickland Butt. Oh, Ickland Butt's going between the posts. Oh, that's another marvellous try. This time set up there by Clarieti to Derek Fox, and who was backing up that reliable person, Featherstone Rovers number 4, Ickland Butt. Listen to this. Oh, Leo Casey running this ball in. So Chris Burton's turn to drive it in. That's good running by Chris Burton, nearly through the gap. Number 15 there, Les Holiday spotting the danger. Now it's Derek Fox with the ball. Derek Fox there, out there to Brendan Toole, there to Owen Simpson in the corner. Scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. And that's what the Featherstone supporters like to see. Derek Fox changing direction there to Brendan Toole. Frustration creeping in. Once again, Leo Casey driving that ball towards that Widnes try line. Leo Casey, so the referee says, tackled over the Widnes try line on his back.
They give them exactly the same first try.
That front one again, the head, Derek Fox there with the ball. Derek Fox scores a try this time. Oh, that ball coming out this time the wrong side of the way for Widnes as Widnes was concerned. And Derek Fox there using his power and his strength. Now to Gary Rhodes. Gary Rhodes going for that try line. Just couldn't flick that ball out. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Paul Newell. Paul Newell there coming back inside. Paul Newell. Still going Paul Newell there to Andy Fisher. Oh, Andy Fisher so near yet so far. Inches from that try line. Derek Fox with the ball now there to Chris Burton now to Ian Smales. Ian Smales now. Ian Smales, that little kick over. He scores the try! Ickland Butt scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Ian Smales kicking that ball over. Martin Afire there really making an ash of thing. So it's Leo Casey with the ball there. Leo Casey getting that ball away in the tackle there to Ickland Butt. Ickland Butt there. Flipping out to 3 tackles. Still going Ickland Butt, but that's good tackling. Chris Ashurst finally making the tackle. Well, that's a good penetrating run there by Ickland Butt. Oh, Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey taking 2 sprouts on. Shares the try, Leo Casey. And that's no more than Leo Casey deserves in this match this afternoon. He's had a marvellous match, as Leo. Terry Manning there, saw the gap. Terry Manning there, taking these players on. Oh, just couldn't get that ball out there to Owen Simpson. Kevin Iroh putting himself between the man and the ball. So it's Ikram Butt with the ball now there to Jeff Grayson, to Derek Fox. And Derek Fox there having to go solo. Too many red and white shirts in the way that time. Dennis Betts one of them. So the ball now there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales now there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter. Oh, back inside there. Oh, what a marvellous try to Ian Smales. Oh. With the ball now, it's Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox now there to Ian Smales. Oh, Ian Smales there now to Parnell. Parnell there to Owen Simpson. Owen Simpson cutting back inside. Plays the ball back. Featherstone Rovers so near yet so far. Then the Toulter gets up, plays the ball. Chris Brent with the ball now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox, that little kick through. Oh, and it must be offside. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smales, back there to Derek Fox. And then Derek Fox there being wrapped up there by Andy Platt. Now it's Brendan Toulter with the ball. Brendan Toulter, that little kick through. Oh, that must be a try. He scored the try in the corner. Oh, that was a terrible mistake that by Frano Botica, I think it was. Or was it David Myers? And Clary Eaty there. Pounced on that little kick through there by Brendan Toulter to score the try in the corner. Featherstone Rovers 16. Oh, it's Ikram Butt now, but that's a bad mistake, but that's all on. Ikram Butt there going towards that Leeds try line. Ikram Butt there being held up just short. Gary Schofield there trying to make the intersection from acting half-back, knocking the ball down. Ikram Butt picking the ball up now, it's Derek Fox with the ball. Derek Fox there all the way to the try line, scores the try. And how many times have we seen Derek Fox do that? Number 8 there, Paul Anderson, a bit inexperienced there, moving up off his line. Thought that Derek Fox was going past the ball, done it to his left, couldn't get the ball out, Derek Fox. So now from acting half-back there, Derek Fox switching direction there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter running wide, getting that ball away there to Trevor Clark. Trevor Clark there taking Paul Dixon on. Well, that's good play that by Brendan Toulter, slipping that ball there to Trevor Clark. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Jeff Grayson. Jeff Grayson there, trying to get that ball back there to Leo Casey. It's all on now to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb there to Owen Simpson. To Ian Smales. Ian Smales there. Throws the try in the corner. Ian Smales there. Taking that beautiful ball there. That floating pass there from Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb's pace there. Gravity all day. Well, Chris reaches the halfway line. So Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox back inside there to Paul Newlove. Well, Gary Devote there making the tackle and Colin Maskell on Paul Newlove. So it's Gary Rose with the ball now. Gary Rose getting that ball out there now to Ian Smales. Ian Smales coming down the middle. That's good play by Ian Smales there. He's got Martin Pace on his shoulder. And Martin Pace is there, scores the try on the post. And I think Martin Pace was looking. Featherstone Rovers in that Bradford Northern 25-yard line for the first time this season. That Brendan Toulter with that loose ball that time. That's good play that by John Bastian. Now it's Trevor Clark there going from acting half-back, gets that ball back inside there to Brendan Toulter. Brendan Toulter now to Derek Fox. Derek Fox now there to Chris Byrne. Chris Byrne there now to Paul. Oh no, that little over there. Turnbull flies in there, does Owen Simpson, scores the try. That's marvellous play by Featherstone Rovers. You couldn't wish to see a better footballing try than that. The ball went that fast that time that my eyes just couldn't keep up with play. Derek Fox there looking on his outside in there to Brendan Toulter trying to find open space there. Brendan Toulter pushing men off, getting that ball up there for Ikram Butt. Ikram Butt having to turn back inside. That's good play that by Brendan Toulter there. Pushing 2 or 3 will Bradford Northern tacklers off. Terry Manning with the ball now there. Featherstone Rovers trying to get that ball up. Will Bradford Northern getting back in numbers. In defence now, Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox now there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey there now there to Paul Newlove. Paul Newlove, oh, what a try that to Paul Newlove. Bradford Northern staying in there to appreciate that penalty there by Derek Fox, because that ball there making a good 50 or 60 yards. Derek Fox with the ball now there to Brendan Toulter running out wide. Brendan Toulter there slipping that ball up there for Derek Fox. Good play that by Derek Fox and Brendan Toulter. Oh, and Bradford Northern kicking out there at the tackle, so it's Leo Casey running it in. Leo Casey getting that ball up there for Ian Smales. Oh, what a marvellous pass that by Leo Casey. and Ian Smales in on his shoulder, and that's good play by Teddy Manning, getting that ball back inside. That's marvellous play by Rovers. Oh, and Brendan Toter tapping that ball to himself, didn't have a marker. Can do this that in this game of rugby league. Now it's Teddy Manning once again. That's good play by Teddy Manning now to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter there to Paul Newell of Nata. Clariated there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there scores the try for Featherstone Rovers. Ian Smales. Well, there's Bradford Northern supporter in front of me shouting. He dropped the ball over the line. But what did Brett Eater do in the first half? I didn't mention it on the video because you don't like to say such things on the video because it's sour grapes when other people are watching this video. Dear. Must be very hard indeed in that middle of the ground. I'm sure that a lot of these lads playing this afternoon will have some cut knees after this match. So it's Teddy Manning with the ball now. Teddy Manning trying to get the ball out there to John Bastion. Beautiful ball there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales back inside there to Teddy Manning. Teddy Manning there taking Roger Simpson. Ian Smales kicks in front and Owen Simpson scores a try in the corner for Featherstone Rovers. Absolutely marvellous pass there. What a delightful pass, I've got to say, delightful from John Bastion there. That little short, sharp pass there. But Rovers tackling well. That's good tackling by Rovers. Well, Bradford Northern trying to move this ball out wide now there, but that's good tackling. Oh, and that's an interception now to Ian Smales. Ian Smales, can he go all the way? Ian Smales is going to go all the way. He's running away from the defence. He's going all the way. Oh, and that's one for the copybooks. Ian Smales there goes in for his hat-trick of tries. Well, they keep telling me that Ian Smales can't run. I know Ian Smales can run. He knows he can run. Peter Fox knows he can run, but these supporters all keep saying that Ian Smales has got no pace. They ought to watch this video after because Ian Smales there showed a clean pair of heels to everybody, every one of the Bradford Northern players that time. Roger Simpson there chasing him from full-back position, but Ian Smales was going away from him and he planted that ball there. Featherstone Rovers still leading by 10 points. So John Pendlebury trying to get that ball out wide now to Bob Grogan. Bob Grogan, oh, that's an interception once again. And Paul Newell there. Will Paul Newell go all the way? Well, I think he will. Paul Newell there going all the way. Roger says Jellicoe after him. Roger Simpson there. Paul Newell tries the ball there. Scores the try at the side of the post. Well, Paul Newell there had a bad attack there of the 3 Ps. Power, pace and perpetual motion that time in that movement. And that was absolutely unbelievable. And I've just said that, power, pace and perpetual motion. And Peter Hall just said to me, I sound like Leonard Sachs, but they really got the tails up. They just virtually clawing their way back into this game after that mishap in the first minute of the game. That's that big drive in there by John Bastion. We'll count these tackles now. That's the first tackle. So it's Derek Fox with the ball there, back inside there to Brendan Toter, but Brendan Toter there being wrapped up there by Mike Forshaw. That's good tackling by the second row forward. Now it's Leo Casey getting that ball up there now, and that's a marvellous try to Featherstone Rovers. You come to see better play than that. Unbelievable that try there. Leo Casey there to, I think it was there to Teddy Manning, and I think it was Brendan Toter. What Pete Fox now there to Paul Newell. Paul Newell looking for gaps in that wing. Paul Newell there so strong. Oh, Paul Newell out of tackle, still going. Taking 3 Wigan players to bring him down. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox now there to John Bastion. John Bastion there. So near yet so far. Featherstone Rovers 10 yards from them. Wigan try line. Derek Fox with the ball now. Derek Fox there gets that ball out there now. Oh, and there, Chris Bibb taking that ball one-handed. Chris Bibb there flying for that corner. Has he scored? He scored the try in the corner, Chris Bibb. And him, Brendan Toter's got to clap that because there looked no way there that Chris Bibb could force his way over that try line. How he got there, there's only Chris Bibb will tell you, and I'm sure he'll tell with that. And we've seen him do that before. Penalty kick to Featherstone Rovers. So Derek Fox pumping that ball into that Wigan stand, just halfway between the Wigan 25 and the halfway line. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter through the gap, get that ball up there for Derek Fox. Derek Fox, can he go all the way? Pushes that ball out there and he scored the try. Trevor Clark scores the try for his second. That was absolutely marvellous stuff by Featherstone Rovers. Oh, that was one for the Cop. Inside there to Paul Newell. Pornell getting that ball back inside there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there looking for the gaps in this defence. Sees a gap. Ian Smales going. Getting that ball there for Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter there taking Sean Tyler on. Getting that ball there for Clarieti. Clarieti there running back inside. That's good play by Rovers. Backing up. Ian Smales, Brendan Toter, Clarieti. Clarieti plays the ball there to Trevor Clark. Trevor Clark now there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Ian Smales there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey there now to Terry Manning. Terry Manning there going to score a try for Featherstone Rovers in the corner. Oh, that was magic stuff that by Featherstone Rovers. And the build up to that try coming in from the halfway line there. Ian Smales there changing directions, passing it to Brendan Toter. Brendan Toter in return giving it to Clarieti. Clarieti being tackled, floating this ball about there to here. Derek Fox there to Ian Smales, back there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there trying to go beneath three would-be wing tacklers. Dennis Betts there above making the tackle, and Stasinger on below there making the tackle. So it's Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey changing direction. Leo Casey there. Are we going to see one of them specials from Leo Casey? But no, we're watching him all the way that time. Gets up, plays the ball. So Ian Smales with the ball. Ian Smales here after that ball scores the try. That's marvellous play that by Ian Smales. Spotted the gap in the wing defence. Kicked the ball on. 2 or 3 Wigan players round in there trying to make the tackle on Ian Smales, and he had the sense there just to struggle free and beat everybody there to put his hands on that loose ball over that in-goal area in that. With a shout at this Premiership final now, it's Ikram Butt there round in his men. Ikram Butt taking Mike Preston on. That's good playing that by Ikram Butt. That's a good 30-yard break by the Rovers wingman. Now Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smales, back there to Derek Fox. Derek Fox there looking for gaps in this defence. But we've been play up from the Rovers 25-yard line. Now we're on the wing 25-yard line. Trevor Clark with the ball now there to Tim Sharp there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey there. Leo Casey to Tim Sharp. Tim Sharp there. Oh, Chris Burt's going in for a try. Oh, Chris Burt will savour that. And once again, that man there, Leo Casey. Ian Smales did the run round there with Derek Fox. Derek Fox there, passed that ball there to Leo Casey. Leo Casey there to Tim Sharp, and Tim Sharp there, and Chris Burton on his shoulder. Well, the Widnes players are absolutely just miles in front of the referee. They've played the balls. I've just got to mention this. We've just got to realise this. So Ian Smales there, that big up and under. And Ian Smales throwing his own kick up. And that's all on. And Ikram Butt scores the try. That's marvellous play by Ian Smales. He put the bomb up. Ian Smales followed his own bomb up there. And Ikram Butt there, Alan Tate couldn't take that ball. What a night kick that was. That must have had snow on it coming down there by him. So Darren Wright there, making the tackle there on Owen Simpson, but he fell when he reached the man. So Chris Bibb there going from acting half-back. Being tackled there by Steve McCurry. So Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there, back inside there to Pornell. Pornell on a flyer. Pornell taking John Devereux. Oh, John Devereux can't get near him. Oh, Pornell going all the way. What a try to Pornell. That was absolutely marvellous try, that to Pornell. Absolutely brilliant try. He tiptoed down that wing there like, well, I can say a ballet dancer, Nurev. I thought Nurev had retired. Pornell can take his place, and the referee penalised him for it still. Penalty kick to Widnes. Oh, and that's a bad mistake. And Ian Smales picking that ball up. Ian Smales now there to Terry Manning. Terry Manning taking Andy Curry on. Now Andy Curry, can you run? He can't. Darren Wright, I should say. But Andy Curry there. Darren Wright, I should say. Trying to run after Terry Manning, but Terry Manning there got that ball. Featherstone Rovers there. Moved on to Widnes there like lightning that play the ball. Trevor Clark picked the loose ball up and sent Terry Manning on it. Derek Fox watched like an hawk all the way that time. Leo Casey now there to Jeff Creation. Jeff Creation back inside there to Pornell. Pornell trying to straighten up, coming down the middle of the field. So it's Andy Fisher. Sold an outrageous dummy. Andy Fisher through the gap. Andy Fisher, oh! 2 dummies by Andy Fisher. Scores the try. Oh, and he waits to the crowd as he scores them tries. 2 outrageous dummies there from Andy Fisher. Stood Alan Tate up there. Got Trevor Clark on his outside and Andy Fisher there. Absolutely magic stuff from acting half-back. Plants the ball, but side of the post from the ruck, as they say in Australia. So it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales now there to Leo Casey down the middle. Leo Casey back inside there now to Trevor Clark. Now where's the backers up? pushing one man off Trevor Clark. Oh, and Windus laying on the tackle, so it's Derek Fox with the ball now there to Andy Fisher. Andy Fisher now there to Chris Bibb. Chris Bibb there looking for his back inside there. Perfect ball there to Ian Smales. Ian Smales there taking Alan Tate on. Ian Smales there back inside there to Trevor Clark. Trevor Clark there back inside to Ian Smales. Oh, that's a marvellous try that to Rovers. That try coming and the Widnes supporters are clapping that try. Chris Bibb started that, moving the ball out this way, back inside to Ian Smales. Ian Smales saw the gap, rushed inside, passed the ball there to Trevor Clark. Trevor Clark there, carried on with the moment. Ian Smales run round him like a loop, got the reverse pass, and Ian Smales there planted the ball halfway between the Widnes corner flag and the Widnes post. Rousing ovation that Rovers have got at the end of a fine season, 8th in the First Division. Featherstone Rovers just finally losing by 42 points to 28 after an enthralling match. There's some bad refereeing here at Norton Park this afternoon, and just listen to them Featherstone Rovers supporters. Absolutely fantastic scenes here at Norton Park. You'd have thought that Featherstone Rovers would have won this match, but the Featherstone Rovers supporter knows his rugby. He knows when his team's trying and when they're not trying. And you can tell them supporters, they know that Featherstone Rovers have done the best this afternoon, but the best wasn't just good enough to score some spantling tries, especially that last one there. Ian Smales starting the try, finishing the try. A good sweeping 50 and 60 yard run, and who can forget that try by Paul Muller in the first half when he absolutely tiptoed down this touchline side, rode off Nuri off there at his best, just ballet danced down the touchline side to plant the ball in the corner. And goal kicking is his best. Derek Fox there converting the try from the touchline. So we're leaving now from Norton Park, Widnes, to end this 91 season in style. Widnes 42, Featherstone Rovers 28.